What if I told you Sukuna isn't the last disaster Jujutsu Kaisen has in store for us? The sequel, Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, drops us into the future, where aliens have landed on Earth and a new villain has appeared. One so powerful that people are already calling him the next Sukuna. And at the center of it all, Yuta and Maki's grandchildren, who now carry the weight of the Jujutsu world. In this video, I'll be breaking down chapters 1 and 2, covering Yuta's legacy, the conflict between Yuka and Tsurugi, Maru's shocking powers, the political meeting with the Simurian, and of course the reveal of the so-called new Sukuna. The first chapter kicks off in outer space. We see a spaceship approaching Earth's atmosphere. The year is 2086 and the ship is flying over Nevada, USA. Through narration, we learn about the beings inside this ship, a race of aliens who call themselves the Simurian. There are over 50,000 of them on board, and they've come seeking sanctuary as refugees. From what exactly, we don't know yet. Inside the ship, we're introduced to three important figures. One clearly looks like the leader, a menacing figure with horns, radiating Sukuna-like intimidation. Beside him stands another resembling Tengen in design. Their discussion turns to Earth. One of them questions, Japan? What's so special about Japan? The strongest country here is the USA. They control the world's authority. Bo closes his eyes, focuses, and corrects him. No, Japan's people possess a power similar to ours. On this planet, those who wield it are called Jujutsu Sorcerers. Right away, the message is clear. The Simurians aren't just random invaders. They've been studying Earth, and they've recognized that Jujutsu Sorcerers' abilities might be the mirror image of their own. We then cut to the past, when Yuka was just 6 years old, playing with her grandfather, Yuta Okotsu. We see the familiar stitches on Yuta's forehead, though his face isn't fully revealed. Yuka shared a deep bond with Yuta, spending almost every moment with him. And in one of the most emotional scenes of this chapter, Yuta takes off his special ring, the same one he's worn since forever, and hands it to her. He tells her, "I want you to keep this. Until you become a full-fledged sorcerer, this ring will protect you." For Yuka, it's not just an object, it's her grandfather's treasure, and now her own. Fast forward 4 years. After Maki's passing, Yuta grows weaker day by day, and eventually he passes away from old age. At his funeral, Yuka, crushed by grief, makes a vow in front of his coffin, "I will become strong, just like you." It's clear from this moment, Yuka is destined to inherit Yuta's will and his cursed energy. At Yuta's funeral, a woman approaches Yuka and demands the ring. She tells Yuka that the ring her grandfather entrusted to her isn't hers at all. According to her, it's a cursed object officially registered in the Gojo clan's warehouse, and by tradition, it should go to Yuka's older brother Tsurugi. Yuka desperately protests. "But Grandpa gave it to me." Yet her words don't matter. The ring is taken from her hands and placed into Tsurugi's. And this is where we first meet Tsurugi, just 11 years old. When Yuka tries to fight for what's hers, Tsurugi defeats her with ease. Broken and humiliated, Yuka makes a silent vow. One day, she'll become strong enough to take the ring back. The scene suddenly shifts, and we meet a shady man with a child. This moment foreshadows the kidnapping subplot. He talks about how kids waste their time playing games, comparing dying in a game to real-life cruelty. It's dark, unsettling, and it makes it clear this guy has twisted motives. Then, boom, a 6-year time skip. Yuka is now 16, Tsurugi is 17, and the siblings receive their first major mission. An unknown official orders them to investigate the mysterious kidnappings of Japanese children, kids who are being trafficked, their cursed energy harvested and sold for insane prices on the black market. Here, they're not going alone. This is where we meet Maru, introduced as a foreign sorcerer. But right away, Yuka notices something is off. He's unusual, almost clueless, lacking even the most basic knowledge about cursed energy. Tsurugi instantly dislikes him, snapping, "We can't take someone this clueless on a mission." Maru is innocent, almost naive, constantly asking questions and annoying Tsurugi. The siblings bicker, but their supervisor insists Maru must accompany them. Since Maru is officially assigned as an inspector, they have no choice but to take him along. Later, we're treated to a softer, more emotional moment. Yuka finds Maru sitting quietly by a river, clearly downcast and feeling useless. To cheer him up, she offers him takoyaki. It's Maru's first time trying Earth food, and he absolutely loves it. As they talk, Yuka opens up. She tells Maru about the ring, her intense rivalry with Tsurugi, and her dream to carry on her grandfather's legacy. In return, Maru shares something personal too. He has a twin brother, one he doesn't get along with. Their strained relationship mirrors the tension between Yuka and Tsurugi, adding another layer to their connection. Maru then suggests a plan. "Why don't we complete this mission together? Since I'm the inspector, I'll make sure the credit goes to you. That way, everyone will finally recognize your strength." During the mission, they uncover a sinister barrier technique designed specifically to lure in children. Anyone who follows a certain path is instantly teleported inside. They try to block the path, but before they can act, a child runs straight into the trap. Moments later, a massive cursed hand snatches the kid from the shadows. Tsurugi realizes this is the work of a top-tier sorcerer. Realizing the danger, Tsurugi makes a quick decision. He'll go in alone to rescue the children. Yuka protests, but before she can stop him, the barrier pulls him inside. His katana, however, is left behind. Revealing the trick, the barrier excludes objects and people with curse energy above a certain threshold, which means Tsurugi has no cursed energy. He's like Maki, fighting only with cursed tools. That's why the barrier accepted him while rejecting his weapon. At first, Yuka hesitates to go after Tsurugi. Their relationship is strained, and she doubts if saving him is worth the risk. But Maru snaps her out of it, yelling, "He's your only brother! If he dies, you'll regret it for the rest of your life." Those words hit her hard, and finally, Yuka makes the choice to rescue Tsurugi. Meanwhile, Tsurugi is trapped deep inside the kidnapper's hideout, surrounded by other captured children. The kidnapper casually reveals shocking information. Aliens have already arrived on Earth. The Inspector General has officially classified their arrival as a great incident, on the same level as Sukuna's rampage 68 years ago. With sorcerers growing weaker, cursed energy will lose its market value, and business like his will collapse. Before quitting, he plans to make one final profit by selling Tsurugi at auction. The kidnapper starts brutally beating Tsurugi, laughing as he reminds him that no one will hear his screams. Just when things look hopeless, Yuka and Maru finally burst onto the scene, but instead of immediately saving her brother, Yuka shocks everyone. She challenges Tsurugi to a fight for the ring. The battle is quick. Tsurugi easily overpowers her, proving once again how strong he is from his relentless training. Yuka collapses in tears, frustrated at her own weakness. But then, wiping her eyes, she stands back up, and this time, she turns her fury on the kidnapper. Yuka launches her attacks, and Tsurugi follows up with his cursed katana. Together, the siblings combine their strength and finally take the trafficker down. After the fight, Tsurugi admits something unexpected. One day, when he's grown even stronger, he plans to return the ring to Yuka. Through a flashback, we see why. His grandmother, Maki, personally trained him. Unlike Yuka, Tsurugi never wanted the ring. He only believed in hard work and Maki's lessons. To him, the ring wasn't a blessing. It was a burden forced onto him by the Gojo clan, a symbol of weakness, not strength. But just when the siblings think they've won, the trafficker reveals his trump card, a teleportation curse technique. The floor itself twists into a black shadow, preparing to warp the kidnapped children away. And then, Maru steps forward. He rips the bandage off his forehead, revealing a third eye. In that instant, a crushing aura explodes outward. His true power obliterates the trafficker in a single blow. Yuka and Tsurugi freeze in disbelief. The chapter ends with the narrator declaring, "Aliens have come here." Yuka and Tsurugi turn to Maru, whispering the obvious, "Wait, are you an alien?" And with that, Chapter 1 ends. Chapter 2 opens with a flashback inside the Kyoto Museum, where government officials Usami and Mino prepare for humanity's first direct meeting with the Simurians. Usami, now Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs, has been tasked with handling negotiations, despite the enormous risk. The aliens' biology, culture, even their motives remain completely unknown. Mino warns that this could end in disaster, but Usami knows the truth. Today's generation of sorcerers is nowhere near the level of Gojo, Yuta, or Yuji. If things go wrong, Japan has no one strong enough to stop it. When the Simurians finally arrive, they immediately stun everyone in the room because they speak fluent Japanese. Two of them step forward, Jabaloma and Cross. After the introductions, Jabaloma politely requests a favor: permission for the representative to join the meeting. The officials agree to this. Moments later, two more aliens enter. One of them is revealed to be Maru's twin brother, Cross, but it's the horned alien standing behind them who draws all the attention. His aura is so overwhelming that even veteran sorcerers compare it to Sukuna's. Usami states that if this being wished, he could destroy an entire country with ease. This unnamed alien, referred to by fans as the new Sukuna, becomes the central threat of Modulo. During the meeting, the aliens lay down a list of conditions. They want Simurian ambassadors to be integrated into human society so they can learn sorcery firsthand. They insist on joining sorcerer missions while keeping their true identities hidden from the public. Reluctantly, Japan accepts. If the world were to find out about these aliens, mass panic and likely a global war would follow. And in this era, humanity wouldn't stand a chance. Back in the present timeline, Tsurugi mentions something unbelievable to Yuka, that aliens have arrived on Earth. Yuka immediately laughs it off, telling him he's jumping to wild conclusions. But Tsurugi insists. He tells her that a curse user he encountered was the one who said it, that aliens are already here among them. He explains that since the signing of the security treaty, all diplomatic missions involving the aliens have been Japan's responsibility. According to the Inspector General, these beings are being classified as special grade threats, putting them on the same level as Ryomen Sukuna himself. Yuka's eyes widen slightly. Sukuna? The same Sukuna responsible for the scar on Grandpa's head? Tsurugi goes on to say that even criminals and curse users have begun abandoning their dark trades, too terrified to continue after hearing about this alien power. Whatever's coming, it's big, and it's scaring everyone. Determined to find the truth, Yuka says, then let's check it ourselves. The siblings track down the kidnapper responsible for the recent disappearances. Through him, they finally learn the truth. The beings are called Simurians, a race of aliens that arrived from beyond Earth. He explains that nearly 50,000 Simurians are currently on the planet, having arrived aboard an enormous spaceship hovering over Japan, hidden from human eyes by a powerful barrier technique. He kidnapper warns them, if you don't believe me, go to Kurumayama Highlands, Nagano Prefecture, tonight at 8 p.m. See it with your own eyes. Determined, the siblings decide to investigate Kurumayama themselves. Before they leave, there's a brief but emotional moment. Yuka notices the ring hanging from Tsurugi's neck, the same ring their grandfather Yuta once gave her. Both know what it means. As Yuka and Tsurugi reach the Kurumayama Highlands, their eyes widen. A massive alien spaceship hovers silently above the mountains, its metallic glow cutting through the night sky. Tsurugi says, "Damn, aliens really are here." Yuka says, "This is the special grade case that's on par with Ryomen Sukuna, huh?" Tsurugi says, both Grandpa and Grandma, along with the other sorcerers, were able to defeat Ryomen Sukuna. We don't know why the aliens came to Earth, but no matter what happens, it's up to us, the Jujutsu sorcerers, to take care of it. Yuka says, yep, that's what the treaty says. Then, both of them, almost in unison, whisper the same truth, but Grandpa and Granny are both gone and we won't stand a chance the way we are now. These siblings both silently take their resolve. Yuka, I'll become like Yuta Okotsu, Tsurugi, and I'll surpass Maki Zenin, two heirs of legends standing beneath the stars, ready to carry the legacy forward. We cut back to Maru and his brother Cross, who are debating whether humans and Simurians can truly coexist. Maru believes peace is possible, that sorcerers and Simurians aren't so different after all. But Cross rejects the idea, declaring that only conflict will decide their fate. He tells Maru to spend more time with the Earthling sorcerers and come back with evidence worth considering. Later, we see Cross standing alone on the edge of a tall building, gazing out over the city lights. Tsurugi approaches, mistaking him for Maru. He says, "If you hang out up here, people will think you're gonna jump and call the cops on you. Plus, it's trespassing." Cross replies, "Shut up, don't talk to me," and disappears. Tsurugi stands there, annoyed. What the hell's his problem? And that wraps up Chapter 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, a chapter that didn't just introduce a new threat, but a new era of power. The line between humans and Simurians is getting thinner, and the world's balance is hanging by a thread. With the new Sukuna looming in the shadows and the next generation of sorcerers stepping up, the real story is only just beginning. Let me know what you think of Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo in the comments. Is this new series living up to the legacy of the original? See you in the next chapter breakdown.